play. These 3 words, they're the ones that I live by. With bug eyes, there's nothing that he can't find. We all fly, don't give Buckman the stink eye. Do or die, Schmuel Buckman's a no guy. Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll. Go toe to toe with Buckman, he will eat your freaking soul, no doubt. It's Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll, Schmuel rock and roll. We get buck with Buckman, we know you're up to something.
Wow, I went through this whole Tommy thing, and was muted. All right, Tommy, can you hear me? Can you feel me near you? Tommy, can you see me? Can I help to cheer you? Ooh, Tommy. Hola, kiddos. Let's see, not Victoria's here. Water pick Vic, not floss earlier right now. We'll floss later when I'm going to bed. Let's just see. Nice mic, no mic. There's a mic. We're just playing with you, right? Mint is here. Bing, 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 which leads me into tonight. So tonight we were supposed to have one Keanu C. Thompson as our special guest, but Keanu had to reschedule, and I can't give her a hard time because I was originally supposed to have her on Tuesday, but I wasn't feeling up to it, so I changed then, so she changed today, so we'll get her in at some point. So we have kind of a strictly no topic show. I was just telling somebody that I was in a Dabbleverse argument earlier today, and I was all pissed off, and now I don't remember who I was arguing with. So it's just been, it's fun watching the goings on, the back and forth, the things that are happening. I'm a little bit the Chad Cardiff stuff. It's getting. I really like Cardiff. Don't get me wrong. He's hilarious and he's great. But this Chad having the beef with Karmic is a little silly because we know that they both. We know that they both need each other. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I think Chad needs Karmic more than Karmic needs Chad, probably. But there you go. Yeah, don't worry about it, Jimmy. You're getting your wish. There is no. Our girlfriend is not here tonight. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da.
I got the hat now.
Oh yeah, Stream Deck. That was wild. All right. Piggy Bones, let's talk puppets. You've really been into this puppet thing lately, right? I mean, and honestly, how many goddamn puppets are there? And how many people are capable of using their puppet? But I have to say, I don't think I've ever seen Tukey, and I've seen the orange puppet. Tukey is obviously, he's good at it, right? Whether you like him or not, you kind of got to respect the talent. I'm not really the uh, guy that's on with Granny is okay, but I just I don't know. It just it loses me. I would dig at some point just has somebody to just have like instead of everybody being so performative, just for once in a while, just come on and have fun, you know? Um, but uh, yeah, I'll put up AB because that's the uh, AB. I have severe puppet fatigue. Um, is Dabbleverse a fatigue a thing, or is that just me lately? I'm interested in finding that out. Uh, Nothing about Granny is okay, including his co-host Ray DeVito, the gummy smoker. Uh, he's an okay guy. I met him at Hackamania. Shit, 2K. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't remember the name. Um, he's all right. You know, a lot of this stuff was taste, you know, or I don't know, appeal. Like I know that like a lot of you guys love Euphoria, but you know, like I can't watch it. So, you know, maybe there's that. Um so uh unban Josh Dang. You're starting already. All right, I'm gonna put you right up and we'll move on from you. Schmuel, Carl allegedly came out against the Odyssey also, but it's simply because he was always more a fan of Sophocles' work. What say you? Very funny. Would that make Carl a sophist? Is that what you're trying to say? Um, Connor, 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of you guys, we do. I'm hoping it's not as many as I think, but Unbanned Josh Denny fan was starting a movement to do a Euphoria review show, and I just wasn't into it. And all right, let's see what Sam says. Haven't seen Sam lately. AB Granny was wondering out loud why he banned you the other day, and none of his buds on the show or in the chat bothered to remind him. Huh? Huh? Uh, I fucking love communism. Says ice. Yeah, right until the moment you have to live under it. Um, but uh, somebody put something about grown men. Uh, grown men who love Euphoria are probably chomos. I, don't- you know, I don't think so. So, but what do you call it? LMAO. What is this? An AA meeting? You can crosstalk here. Don't give a shit. And so, mm, Carl, the guy who gets big dog by Odysseus for talking out of turn, camp in Troy. That's funny. We did have a little discussion earlier with somebody about the difference between talking out of Jesus Christ, talking out of turn and talking out of school. And I believe that I explained that. So, Ray DeVito, I fucking love the N word. That guy will be on at 10. You can go over there and watch. So there we go. Connor gets it. Could agree with that. I fucking love Greek mythology. I kind of like all the Greek mythology is great. I love mythology in general. I'm a huge fan of the stories in the Old Testament, right? Yeah, and it's amazing because that's where between Greek mythology and the biblical stuff from way back, it's like if you're reading that, well, our classics person here, NJ Ranger, I think could tell us all that it's uh, everything comes from there. Like almost every story is derivative of those, if I'd use that correctly. And so, but I fucking love the Old Testament. I just, I find it funny, like, when the guys come back with sacks of foreskins. This is an own. Imagine if you were king and these guys came back to you to show you what they how big they were, what they did. Just dump a bunch of foreskins in front of you. I mean, I get it, but one or two might have let me know, you kicked a little ass. I don't need 47 or whatever the number was. But there we go. Lady KB. I love sacks of foreskin. Oh, head over to the Midwest. I liked the Book of Job. Um, yeah, we could. Well, one day we could talk about these things. But that was one of the things growing up, was what the patience of Job. I think was something that people used to say all the time. Uh, Imagine the sound a wet bag of foreskins would make hitting the floor. I don't know. Chad's lips on a man, similar. What the fuck? I don't know. I was just shitting on Chad. But there we go. Piggy Bones, Karmic could use you as a sponsor, Schmuel. Karmic does not talk to me. He talks about me a lot, but he will not talk to me. He has me blocked everywhere. And even when he's like gone on his pardon tours, where he's pardoned everyone and whatnot, he still blocks me. Although I will say, if I'm honest, I don't know about Rumble. I've actually never been over there to see him. And I still pay for a Rumble. I don't know why I pay for Rumble Premium, because they know when they get you. But Rumble, when you go to cancel it, I don't know about canceling YouTube because I haven't tried to do it. But when you go to cancel Rumble, you can't do it on the app. You have to do it on your computer, and you do it on your computer. You do the whole thing, and then the next month, they still charge you. It's like they just completely fucking ignore it. And Schmiel, you got a foreskin on your schmeckle? Think about it, man. Come on. Come on. And will you do the honor of setting up a GoFundMe for Decline Host Bail? Is Decline Host locked away somewhere? I don't think you're allowed. Are you allowed to use GoFundMes for bail? Or is that just selective? Like if you're arrested for some politically correct cause, you can do it, but you can't do it if it's an unpopular one. So, oh, wait, I'm confused. Did MGD and Schmuel hug it out? Nah, she threw in the towel, is basically what happened. She wanted to break me, and it wasn't gonna happen. And I was kind of hoping she'd be on here tonight, but she's not. So da 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 da. I wonder if you let a turtle watch Schmuel show, if it would be transfixed and recognize him as kin. Hilarious. MGD1, sure. And MGD always wins. Always. Da 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 da. All right. Jewish weather joke. Buckman's too tough. Sure. Send out the rat signal. She got really pissed off. I called her a rat. I was kind of joking around about being ratted out, but she told she really got pissed. I wonder if that's a thing, like with you kids in this universe. Like you can call anybody anything, but there are like certain words that set y'all off. Is that one of those things? Jim Sharkey. Sorry, Buck. Just got here. Start over, please. Sure. We haven't even really gotten started yet, and hopefully it's a quick stream tonight. I had text somebody about an hour ago saying that my guest didn't come, and I have been at this desk with the exception of 15 minutes before the show, where I just went for a walk because I've been here, but I've been here all day. No, I'm not really a Glenn Miller guy. I dig that he got died in a plane crash, or I guess he just, the plane has never been found. Because I always think it's like celebrities live too long, and Howard Stern kind of thing. The best celebrities are the ones that just walk away. Those people have a great, but some of these people that just stay around, and whatever. Lady KB, send Pan the link. Pan has the link. He's been moved up to MLC, and he says that he's working and he other things, but I'm pretty sure that KB is not allowing him on, and that's why he has it. But I did actually send him. I think I let him know yesterday that I was doing this, but I definitely sent him an ask earlier today, and he's leveling up in the dab. Pan moved up in the dab. Make a T-shirt. Moved up in the dab. Oh, I need to actually pull that. We have to pull that up. Piggy Jones, can you get Chad? No, I. Chad's not going to do. Chad's not going to. Come on, he's not going to belittle himself to me. Um, I, there- I can't. Not only can I not do anything for him, um, he would bore me. So, and I don't know who the guy is, um, but I was having a blast when we were at Rodney's, and I sat down next to Chad trying to get a selfie. It's the funniest fucking thing in the world because Chad wanted nothing to do with me, and some guy is like, "I don't know why you're stalking Chad. You're stalking Chad." I'm just Jesus Christ, people. Come on. Come on. Did I hear correctly that Carl rated you the worst show in the Dabbleverse? I think Tukey and Cardiff did. I don't know if Carl did as well. Uh, but I hate to say it. It's like I don't do this for them, so they can do whatever the fuck they want. I don't really care. Um, I like them. I don't have any problem with it, but rating people, whatever. And it is possibly the worst show in the Dabbleverse, but it's not the least watched, which is cool. And people seem to like me, so it's cool. I'm a happy, you know, I'm happy. I say it all the time. Nobody believes me, but I only compete with myself, and that's all. It's all I really care about. And the, I mean, look, the one thing that makes, in my view, um, the one thing to me, like if you have an indicator whether somebody is going to be like a lol cow on here, is if they haven't accepted themselves, then they're predisposed uh, to becoming that, because it's because every little time you say something to them, it's it's going to affect them. Like you see it with Karmic, you see it with Chad, right? Um, and and others, Granny, uh, and you need to develop these like stories about your life and all the things that you've accomplished. And most people's lives are pretty ordinary with moments of excitement, So we'll go with that. Um, Jake Hudson is here. I heard earlier today he was pissed off that he was not paid by Echo Pineapple and was throwing off some anti-Semitic vibes. And there we go. Hey, yeah, What's Stuart's last name? You're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, people like you. Um, yeah, predisposed. You didn't spell it right though. predispododos. Sorry. Um, yeah. Back in the 90s, in the Seinfeld era, all that 12-step positive stuff was huge. It's huge. And like all that shit talks about it. What defines a lolcow? Lack of self-awareness? I'd say lack of self-acceptance um is the first thing. I don't know about the other stuff. Like there is other stuff. And I think maybe you could, if you weren't comfortable with yourself, I think you could probably do this without becoming a lolcow, but I think it would be tough because I think these guys expose their soft side, right? Or they reveal the buttons that can be pushed really easily. And boom. And there we go. Ray DeVito, gummy smoker. We're not doing that shit here. Predisposed to locoism. Very, very cool, Keena K. Very cool. And look, some guys, take a steel toe for argument's sake. The guy has um, all of the ability to be a broadcaster, but not the temperament. And like that's what fucks him up. And it's like, um, we throw the word narcissist around a lot. Um, but I think I don't know if it's psychological. I'm not that smart, but there's like this thing of uh, a lot of narcissists are also the most insecure people at the same time, and that's what gets them. And but when you got to come in here and you got to lie about your life and take fake wins and shit like that, man, uh, I I couldn't imagine. I can't imagine. Like honest to God, right? I can't imagine Aaron, um, a guy who can't take a $40 increase in his monthly child support, then going on a show and bragging how he's winning, and kicking everybody's ass. So it kind of blows away. Um, yeah, that's not how narcissism works. They literally never feel bad. I get it. I get it. But I'm not saying that I am. I'm not. I'm not Pat Dixon, right? Like I'm not all that deep. Um, my experience has been the people that I've dealt with that have a lot of narcissistic behaviors are also the people that uh, also have the lowest self-esteem. So, but yeah, you might, but CCCCCCK, you might be right. And a guy like Aaron, he believes everything, no matter what it is, he's going to believe it. So, and I wouldn't be surprised. I've been with people like I know uh, people who've done the child support thing, and it's just like um, the wife, right, who's taking care of the kids, is looking for a little more money, and they're like, "Oh, fuck her, she's spending it all on herself," and also, and then when you find out how much he's paying, you're just like, "Dude, dude," um, or you know, they could do it themselves. Um, Most wrongly used word. There's a lot of words that are incorrectly used in the dab, um, but narcissist is definitely one of them. And Pat Dixon is not the where we do um, cheap, but Jesus Christ, Ashley, the fuck, Schmuel, I love you, but did you relapse? Are you fucking kidding me? And so, uh, geez, that hurt. Lady KB, I like this. I like to play guess the mental illness with all the DV streamers. Um, I enjoy that. I have to admit, Lady KB, I do that too. But I'm more like I'm also I kind of like as I've met people and whatnot, and like you meet some weird people. I always wonder like, how did they get that way? And did they have any self-awareness? And I'm a firm believer um that you can change, that you're capable of changing, but these guys aren't going to do that. Um you're just a bit funny lately. I love you. Well, I nearly died a week ago. What the fuck do you want from me? Um all right. The sorcerer should hire me as a therapist. He's totally broken. Um Look, man, sorcerers, uh, a lot of people in psychology and therapy and, whatnot, they're broken people. A lot of them got into it because they were trying to fix themselves. So who knows? But I like the sorcerer. Um, I don't know. I think he's a pretty good egg and he's fun to talk to. And I think he is the stuff he says he is. All right. Uh, Right? I'll lead Sorcerer on for years of cash and leave him twisting in the wind like he does to his clients. Um, they're professionals. They don't really have they're not seeing you out of love, right? And so let's just say KB is not fat. No, not 'cause she's not fat. I've seen KB. Believe me, if Ray could get Lady KB, he'd be showing her off everywhere. But he's got there's a lot of misogyny in the Dabbleverse. I think a lot of these guys have trouble with the women's, if you know what I mean. Like, but uh we can get there later. All right. I don't even know what this means. Nazing out of love is what I call watching this show. Nasaling? All right. I have no idea. Am I nasal? And whatnot. I like to call myself the Ambien of the internet, but whatever you do. Um, Sorcerer has the classic issue of being successful and that translating to overconfidence in his skills and knowledge on other areas. Okay. Um, I think you do it. Lady KB. Bing bing. Uh he called you all incel losers. Not all. Definitely not all. But some. This is all right. I can't be doing the CC. I'm just gonna be CC. CC, at least we have Mersh to coach us on women. That is one of the funniest bits that I've seen lately. We talk about Aaron being delusional. Oh yeah, back in the day, like, oh man, you don't ask a girl if she wants to smoke. You walk up to her with a lighter and you light the cigarette for her. That's the way to do it. And then they just melt. And the next thing you know, you're banging them 2, 3 at a time. Okay, sure. Whatever you say. Hope Merce stays sleeveless all summer. He's got to get some shoulders though. But I don't know. So, all right, all of us. Oh, true, Carl. All of us in the Dabbleverse have our issues. All of us as people have our issues. I know. The difference between the Dabbleverse and real life is that you get to have your issues called out on a daily basis here. So, and then there's the whole the in and the out crowd, and that's my I kind of find those things funny because oftentimes some of the people that just think they're the coolest and the best are also the same people that are the least or the most risk averse in our universe. So I think that's really funny. Stallion 19. Smurf. Yeah, every day I say every day. Every now and then when I think uh I do not. Do you consider yourself part of the in crowd, Schmuel? No, I do not. I don't think I um I don't think that at all. I think that it's probably you guys are trolling me and I'm trolling you, and you know, we just reach this sort of water rises it to an old level. To its own level. I can't even get the word out there. And oh no, Josh Denny fan, I'm gonna let you find out that for yourself. But you people know. You know more. You know more about this place than I do. Um, I miss it, Mersh, all the time. Greatest loss to Dabbleverse has suffered. Are you kidding? I can't. I can't. But I was just gonna say with Mersh is it's like we were hanging out and it got uh what not hanging out. We were talking and things like that. It was all fine. We were chit chatting on DMs. You know, typical parasocial relationship that Mersh has us. And then he got all pissed off, blah blah blah. And then it's gotten really nasty. And today I was like, oh, maybe I ought to send Mersh a DM, you know, just for shits and giggles. And I decided against it because I have other people that tell me that they're not mad at me at all. You know that no, everything is great. Um, and I laugh because you know it's like okay, geez, you used to GM and text all the time, blah blah blah, um, and we had one little dust up, and I never hear from you anymore. And if I send a text, it goes unanswered. So who am I to misunderstand? Um, all right. People think Melton, Carl, and Rocco are the jocks of the DV. Um, so I don't know. I think Rocco he's a really fun guy. And he enjoys what he's doing and he's good at it. I like him a lot. Uh, Cardiff, I think I Cardiff is my favorite. Um, but Jocks, I know, right? Um, uh, Cardiff is my favorite, but I don't really care about them. They're all hapless dorks. It's it's funny because to me, it's like it's not it's not about them. It's how people respond to them, and I think it's just I think it's pretty funny. You know, Lady KB, you're saying those three haven't run since the Clinton administration. I was thinking jocks as in the being behind a mic thing, um, because I don't think anybody on the planet would ever think of themselves, those three, as jocks in any other format. So, right? So, uh, why do you look so orange on the screen? It's the lighting in this room. I moved some shit around and I have to redo it. And for some reason with this camera, it always seems orange. I don't know, maybe it's the paint color. Who the fuck knows? Um, this is not the worst show in the Dabbleverse. This is near the top of low tier of dab shows. You talk about your left-handed compliments. Don't forget. No, hold on. Don't forget. I'm the creator of the world's greatest steel toe themed Jimi Hendrix parody in the Dabbleverse. If you say so. Um, I got, dude. I got to be honest. I don't know who you are, you know, and but I'm learning, and over time I get to know who people are. But there's a lot of stuff where I get people like, "Oh, did you see this?" And I have no idea, no idea. So that's just something that we all have to live with. Um, it doesn't sound that good, but low tier is the best tier, to be honest. Um, look, if I could make money and maintain my integrity, um, that would be the best. But I don't know. I want. I don't wonder about that, but I do kind of wonder about it. Um, so uh, what is it? What is it about that? But I gotta say, since I was watching, what the hell happened in the last month? Oh, the Chrissy Mare thing, right? So doing the Chrissy Mare, like watching that whole clusterfuck, um, and then looking at these other people, right? That she streams with, or just other people in that universe. Um, and I I was like, I was looking at their numbers, like their live viewer numbers, and they're like magnitudes of order greater than the biggest shows that we have in the Dabbleverse. Now, I don't know what that means. Um, I don't even know if it means anything, but I do know that I was like, hmm. So there's a certain amount of I'm just a guy, right? I've been around and been lucky enough to be successful at work and married well, and all that stuff. Um, but the thing is, there's always somebody above you, and it's just going to be the way it is. And it's like, you don't have to be a dick, you know? So it's the old, big fish in a small pond. So, uh, in any event, let me not get into this. Not Vic. Let the hate flow through you. Hate flows through me. Let me get my book, page 87. I read it all the time. Um, there are way more retards than low tier dabble connoisseurs. Um, this is a show for old money. No, it's not. It's not. Um, but wait, I wanted to see. Hold on. Uh, upper lower middle class DV. Yeah, we're not the kids. So I don't know if you guys, like, when you guys grew up. I grew up in a pretty middle class neighborhood in Queens, and it was Queens. It was nothing great, but there was like one family or something that, like, the father owned a franchise car dealership or something, and they always thought like they did have one of the nicer houses, and they thought they were all about it. And you just realize that it's just like, you're still in Queens. Like, you're here. If if you really were what you thought you were, you'd be someplace else. Um, we all, thank you, CC. I live in a castle. We all live in a castle. It's a castle of our dreams that we all live in. All right. Let me take a look here. I don't know if I have it. Did he send me the link? I'm sorry. Um, but I oh, I'm royalty like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America, and my old man grew up right off the Van Wyck. Yeah, it's yes, yeah. I just so I don't know, like, I look. I know that there's a bunch of you guys that I think that, like, the bigger shows in the dab that I somehow look up to them and uh ball wash or whatever. But I honestly like I don't really care that much. And I do find it funny that like um when I was at Hackamania, maybe it was a one, and there was a dude that was like going around to everybody, like, was buddying up to everybody, and like you could just see his major goal was to get the star's phone number. And I'm like, why would you even want it? You know, or to know what Cardiff looked like with his mask off, or maybe get to know his real name. I don't want to know. Like, let's just let's just move on from there. Um, uh, loser clean balls are important. Um, they are, and mine are a little bit itchy because the hair is growing back. If you know what I mean, that's for you OG guys. And his name, Brian Landon. No, no. You know, this was a guy who couldn't pay for that stuff. I've noticed that one thing in the dab is you can buy your way in. You can work your way in. You can do there's stuff that you can, there's stuff that I've seen you can put yourself out there, you could take a risk. Um, or you could just throw in some cash. And we there's a lot of pay pigs, but and some of them are very, very cool people, but uh there we go. No, Schmuel, we all appreciate how you feel of the Dabbleverse show host has evolved, but let's not pretend you always felt this way. Um, I always did feel this way, but you know what? You don't know a lot of things until you get in and you do stuff. And there we go. Doomspayer, Buckman, what do you think about malware versus breaking bits? I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I didn't know that there was a thing going on. Um, but I guess there is. So I I kind of like them both, but I couldn't tell you what the beef is. But I could tell you, uh, malware is like an interesting dude, and he's very worldly, right? He's been all over. He does all that stuff, and Bits is Canadian, like small town guy or whatever. So who knows? Who knows? Ray DeVito, the gummy smoker, malware is does that mean you want to be him? Is that what we're trying to go on there? Uh, Unbanned Josh Denny fan. You very explicitly did not feel this way. Uh, do we know that you have things that are people evolve, right? But you also catch way more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Do you understand these things? Um, Malware called off the beef on Twitter. He's bored of bits. Um, I've met so many vapid morons while traveling abroad, it means nothing. Vapid morons are everywhere. That's not why you travel abroad, right? But move on. Denny fan, one day I'll explain it all to you. But it it may be that my view has not changed, but my willingness to express it has. Like I feel like I was being too nice for too long, but it wasn't about doing it. I don't like it when you say in the dab. It makes my skin crawl. In fact, stop that, Lindsey Graham. I'm alive and Lindsay's not. And I'm a straight man. So, and I like in the dab, but because we are what we are. Day 12, Vapidverse. Look, I got people in this room, and I'm thinking of Victoria right off the top of my head, because of the recent pictures she was posting. Going places changes you, and it teaches you things that you couldn't learn at home. And it's always important to diversify the people that you interact with. You gotta know. You gotta know it. You gotta know it. So there we go. All right. Mitch Turtle guy. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. I thought I could be wrong. I thought there was something interesting. I do. I, I have to. I have to admit that I do find I'm a smooth man, not a hairy man. God, what is it? Isaac and Jacob. Somebody. What's the line? But let's put this. Let's just see here. Let's put this up because you guys were. Somebody mentioned Mersh, and let me pop him up here. Shit. Oh, because I'm an idiot. Sorry. Hold on. Let's see. This is kind of one of the things that I think that has made the internet so goddamn funny to me is so now this is Mersh. We all know Mersh, and or more about you, right? I mean, I'm sure that right, like you guys are certainly into people that I'm not, and I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in forever, but I do enjoy. I have to say, one of the things I enjoy about Mersh is his pontificating. So there we go. Schmuel, we missed that. You missed the Mersh thing, or I don't know. Hold on, take myself out. Put was it enjoying Mersh's pontificating because that's kind of the the thing that I like about him. So he oh, I muted when I take myself out. Loser. See, I spell it just Loser. God, that's funny. No, I was just saying. So anyway, look. Oh, what I was saying about Marsha is, so look, he's talking about a show that he's aged out of, right? He's not in the demo anymore, the Saturday Night Live thing. And it's like, oh, you could do one season there and you could get a great career. And now there's people that you know you never heard of. You not hearing about them is not that big of a deal because nobody cares, right? Number one. But number two, you're not their audience. You're not their demo. It's like, like things change, things progress, you know? Like, I don't know. Who knows Bobby Brady? So, uh, Merge porn. I don't even what the fuck that says. Tinkicating. And the age demographic doesn't even care. I, I look, but nobody, but the world is different, right? This thing, shows used to get 50 million viewers. Now, if they get 3, they're thrilled. So please stop. Oh, this was cool. Anyway, Schmuel, when YouTube Messenger gets standalone later this year, will you stay on X? That was very cool. That was a very interactive poll. 77 or 78 people replied. I was at a business, like one of my business things, and the seminar that I was at was based upon social media, like business use in social media. And this guy went off into YouTube, and he's got all these things about what's happening with YouTube and how they're changing and stuff. And his they want more, like, I don't know. Of course, they want more engagement, interaction, and I think what he was trying to say was they want to be more. They would like to have a part of them that's more like Instagram. I guess that's what the shorts and shit is all about. But he did say he said he's a standalone platform like Twitter or messaging engagement thing. So that's where that came from. But don't think too hard about the things I say because it'll hurt your brain. No, I did not go to a YouTube seminar. I went to a business seminar where they were teaching us to use social media and how we should be using it in our business. Companies have a shit ton of money that they throw at their people, and think that, they're educating us. But who knows? Schmuel, if you had to pick one of the people to share a hotel room with at the next Hackamania, would it be Joey C, Karmic, Granny, or Chad? Interesting. I don't normally do these things. Like when you ask me to do fuck, marry, kill, I don't do it. But on this one, I would probably say Karmic off the top of my head. I don't know, everything will get worse. That sums it all up. Yeah. But most of the people that I was there with, this is kind of what's interesting because they're doing social media. And most of the people that I was at this thing with are fucking scared to death of AI. Like that's their big fear. And a lot of these guys are parents and shit. And it's like their kids are graduating from college and they're like, I think they're more terrified for their kids than they are themselves. Joey will have the best drugs. I agree, but that's not going to turn me on. My deal is, I feel like Karmic would just get drunk and pass out. That was really my standard. Joey would not shut up all night. Granny would smell like shit. And I'd be afraid to sleep in a room alone with Chad. So that's how I made that determination. And geez, that's always back on. My head is too shiny. All right. So as you can, Granny does stink. What do you call it? Like, it's not a joke that they thought he was homeless at Hackamania. But I can't imagine what life would be like to be in your 40s and not have a credit card. Like it just blows me away. So there we go. All right. He literally is homeless. Sharks bite. They do. Not Victoria. I would gag smelling Granny. You wouldn't get close enough to him because it's like you'd be. How do I explain it? It's like a homeless person in New York City. Like as you're approaching them, you're prepping for it because you know what's coming. But I can't imagine what the smell must be like on a hot Florida day. Oof. Oof. All right. All right. So we've been on about an hour. I think 56 minutes. We could go a little longer. I don't know whether I feel like I was gonna talk some shit, but I don't know whether I feel like talking shit. Um da 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 da. I just filed for a consumer proposal. I'm about 40 with no credit card, but also taking off about 75K in debt. Everyone can change. I mean, in my 30s, I had like a credit score that was negative, you know? And now, you know, it's very different. It's just about knowing what's important, like you got to start realizing like what important stuff there is. Uh, Granny reminded me of Pigpen. I was on an elevator with him. You don't want to get too close to him. I would, yeah, I say it. I say it. And the swiping, well, do you guys know the story about the $20 in Tommy and Dave Sauer's room? So uh, there was 20 on a table and it got held up and it was like, oh, is this yours? Is this and Tommy and Dave didn't really have a lot of time to it was Dave's. But Granny grabbed it and went, oh no, it's mine, put it in his pocket and walked out of the room. Uh, which they all thought was funny. Um Pussy, talk some shit, old man. I I'm just not a shit talker, but also too, it's been that kind of a day. I've been involved in numbers all day. Um, Gay sex happened in Granny and Tommy's room. A lot of things happened in Granny's and Tommy's room. Uh, we'll talk about it. So there you go. Wait. So this was another story, right? Granny's dad gave him a black eye. I had heard that he had gotten there was a fist fight and it was live on stream, but I guess it wasn't live on stream. But yeah, um, his old man did give him a fucking beating. And but could you like how do you? And then there was like, wasn't there a fist fight that got him thrown out of the shed? It's just, but everybody else is the wrong. Everybody else is wrong, you know. So that's the part that blows it in the air. You could smell it in the air that night. Oh no. Um. Fuck you here. Yeah, that story was about $20 transaction between three consenting. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Nobody consented to that. Um. Uh. People all brushing over the rampant gay sex. It's I don't know what you mean by brushing it over. And I don't know. I find these guys that are so like ultra homophobic and worried about it freak me out a little more than gay guys, to be honest with you. And for real dates, while they wanted to blame the smell on Granny, but I know damn well it was. It didn't smell like sex. Um, it it smelled like more of a locker room, but you know, not that bleachy porn theater thing. What did you think of the transverse people? I mean, they were okay. I didn't really have much communication with them. Um, and it was a little weird because they had been like, oh, we're going to buy a drink. We're going to buy, and, and when I got there and said hello to them, it was like, I scared them. I don't know what it was, but, and then like they were off, um, in their own things. So, save for the unhoused that actively smell like they crap themselves, I have not smelled one up here that smelled worse than Granny. Talk that shit. Those are your words. Dude, I don't know, man. All I know is that if I lived in a shed right? And I got to go to a hotel. And the plaza's no special place, but I got to go to a hotel and stay there. You'd have trouble getting me out of the fucking shower, right? Soap, shampoo, shave. I mean, I could just, bro, to quote Roy Cohn Esquire, bro, I don't know how they would do it. True Carl, they were nice. Yeah, they were nice. I mean, I didn't have a lot of interactions with them, so uh, I just I don't have anything to say other than they were nice. Um, but he had a shower in his room, free shampoo and everything. That's my point, Lady KB. My point is, if you lived in a shed and you got there, so I heard, right? So, all right, I have to. Here's my, whoa. Here's my thing. I was thinking when I was there, could you imagine like being on a plane? Was a plane from Florida to Vegas? It's got to be like 5 hours. Could you imagine having to sit next to that guy for 5 hours? And then, ooh, and then I'm like, and then he said, right, he lost his wallet and that's why he couldn't fly home. And do you think maybe they said you too stinky to get back on our plane? I don't know. That was that whole driving across the country thing. That was all very weird to me. And you live in a shed because you already don't care about showering. You're putting the cart before the horse. I'm just saying, look, shit can happen, right? And you could wind up unhoused or something like that. But and if you've ever been somewhere like you're out camping or some shit and you get home, what's the first thing you do? Like nobody wants to whatever. Da 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 da. Chandler or Sarah, Piggy Bones. Oh, Raycon Esquire. David took his wallet. Ooh, and we have an asterisk, Dave. So, not asterisk, a star, Dave. So, hmm, hmm. Maybe there was another 10 grand in it for him. Who knows? So, but I get what you're thinking there, Roy. I get what you're thinking. Um, Luke Devine, you should have known hitching yourself to Quadfather would not fare well. How am I hitched to Quadfather? Soup Party, don't start this shit. Last somebody wanted to do this, Mersh wanted me to adopt him an ice dancer. But Schmuel, you be my new uncle. Um, I'm 100% in favor of airlines tightening up hygiene and dress standards for passengers. I don't really much care about the, what do you call it? Dressing, the standard of dress. But hygiene, yes. And maybe like make really big people buy uh, a double seat. I don't know. But or make seats like what they used to be. But let's see what Frank's other handle. Schmuel, MGD isn't crazy for wondering why two other people independently from Landon both said you passed out money at Hackamania. Because it's the fucking Dabbleverse and that's what people do. Jesus Christ. If I were handing out money, do you think that I would be ashamed of that? If I were handing out money, don't you think that there would be pictures of that? I mean, use your head. Um, yeah, hitching to quad, the slowest street surfing ever. I picture as like, you're on some fucking roadside in Florida and I'm in a shopping cart behind Quad's wheelchair and he's pulling me. Um, so, but, and Frank reminds me of an EID in the old country. I don't give a fuck, but it didn't happen. And so it's funny, but I'm more than perfectly happy to be thinking of as a guy who's handing out 20s. But I tend to do my shit privately. But that's why I sit in first class, bigger seats. Plus, I met Emma Smith on the way to Vegas. Well, not all of us get to fly first class all the time. I will say I did fly first on the way home, and it was amazing. Uh, just because the seat is so big, the woman next to me was nice and tiny. I got to sleep the whole way. Nobody tried to talk to me. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right. I'm not like Daddy Warbucks. Da, 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 da. Yeah, KB, you were there. Where's your $20? You didn't see it. I would be more likely to have bought Ray the $2 hot dog and a beer than to be handing out 20. So you saw some AI video of me handing it out. And you got to be old for that one. Emmett's an old football player. Da, 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 da. Schmuel paid me 20 to say he wasn't handing out 20. Yeah, that's what happened. All right. Let's now I you know I was making fun of Granny, and I'm sitting here feeling like I'm doing his show, where I'm like looking, oh, what clips can we look at? And but I don't think there's anything. I have a feeling that the stuff that I've been interested lately is not the stuff that's interesting on here. But I've been digging the bricks and minifigs thing only because I can't understand the corporate stuff. And wait, Liam takes a selfie of him in the front row of every flight he ever takes. So he's taken 3 selfies. So all right, let's go here. I don't want to be doing the same people all the time. All right. How has no one compared Granny to Yosemite Sam? I think they liked Yosemite Sam more. But I get the appearance wise, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I can't argue with you there. So Luigi Greenberg, here I am thinking that I was watching your Lindbergh kidnapping thing, and of course, we don't really know apparently yet who did the kidnapping except Bruno Hauptmann. But I think it would be amazing if you got to the end of it with a decision and put Shuli's picture up from behind the screen, because apparently he's the guy that's guilty of everything. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right. It was Sacco and Vanzetti, the Rosenbergs. It was just amazing. Schmuel is the Lindbergh baby. That was always the joke growing up, was gonna put a flashlight in your face. He put a flashlight in his face, he'd confess to the Lindbergh kidnapping. So, oh, hold on. Luigi! You got to put me in a picture of kidnapping the Lindbergh baby, holding a ladder. He kidnapped TFB. TFB's a guy now, you know? I got Panhandler moving up in the dab. What do you call it? TFB. He's a guy. Everybody's leaving me. They're all leaving me. And Julius and Methyl Rosenberg. That's producer Joe. Speaking of producer Joe, that I don't know what the fuck is going on. That Rochester judge was the one that set the expectation for us to have a resolution by now, and we still don't have it. And look, I don't think that John is going to win. I don't see it. I don't see how it happens. And I've also said that I would leave the Dabbleverse and what do you call it? I would leave the Dabbleverse and start my own if he does. But I got to say, if I were them, it would seem so clear to me that, oh yeah, this is so like it would be. I would be losing my mind with this stuff. So resolution: SJ reinstated as the Duke. NJ, that's actually not a horrible idea. So John wants them, like, he offered them a settlement, which involved no money, no nothing, but you can't talk about me anymore. Maybe instead of that, they have to call him the Duke, right? That his proper name is the Duke. That would pretty be that. That's it. That's the answer. And that's your settlement. We will refer to you as the Duke from now on. John would take it as a win. Those guys would be happy. It would all move on. Let's just see. I'm not a fan of all this lawsuit shit going on. I got to be honest. When I saw the Chad Melton thing, whatever that was a while ago, and I have no idea why Chad would be scared of what he got. Right? Like that was. I mean, I'm not a fan of striking. Don't strike. Wouldn't want to be struck. Don't want anybody to do it. But he did it, and it's like, don't you? I, you just. It's like, don't do it in the first. If you're not going to stick with what you're going to do, then don't do it because you just look like a pussy. And but there, we've had some more expenses. Let's just say, I don't really fan on stream sniping, but should we, Mister Kicking It? I got to say, I make fun of Mersh, but he makes a lot more money in super chats, and Rumble rants and all that shit than I ever will. I hope he files that HRO. Oh, please. He doesn't. First of all, he doesn't have the money to do it, and then I don't know. Roy Cohn's in here. He's the legal expert, right? If somebody gets a restraining order against you, right? Like, I don't know. I'm just going to, for argument's sake, Dave Sarah decides to take a restraining order out against me. And I'm only using, or Ashley. Let's say Ashley's better. So Ashley wants to take out a restraining order against me. And she's in LA. And I have nothing to do with her. And the only interaction I've ever had with her is in chat, and then I just avoid that. Do I care? Like, is there some negative to this thing being out there? That's what I want. I want to know. I see you finally came around to agreeing with me that Shuli's lawsuit is merely vengeance, not the fight for free speech you'd hoped. I had hoped that. Look, throwing in that defamation claim definitely took it away. But my bigger issue with that, Aussie, more than anything else, was it was embarrassing. The spelling errors and all that, it was embarrassing, and particularly after they had broken John's balls about the Taber Benedict, and all that stuff. Yeah, I guess it would show up on a background. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not going to be good, I guess. But I'm just like, I don't know. It seems so silly to me. I'm also having a lot of trouble trying to care about the Nick and the Kayla Ricada lawsuit, not lawsuit, HRO that she's filing, and I don't like the word HR anyway, but the stuff that she's filing, it seems a little ridiculous to me. But there we go. I did have to laugh at the legal mind that is Keanu saying she took that they took that picture with permission. They took that picture with permission. And I'm like going, where the fuck do you think revenge porn came from? That was the whole point of revenge porn, right? People would voluntarily pose for pictures and then they would be used as revenge. That's revenge porn. You know? If you just take naked pictures of somebody and put them on the internet, that's just illegal all by itself. But I just was like, just scratching my head. Just fucking amazing. All right. Am I, you know what? I think you guys are, am I being trolled here? Hold on one sec. Da 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 da. All right. But this is, by the way, this is all Keanu's fault because she left me alone. The fuck is going on here, man? Sorry. All right. So, you fucking love revenge porn, but you got a body that you want to fucking, you know, it's like, you'd be happy to be out there, but you're also not, what's the word that I'm looking for? You know, you're not creepy. No, that's the, all right. Now I have to learn something and I will learn because I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid. And there we go. Ice dancer. I'm crying. Whoa. CJ. In Greek, we say it's Chinese to me. Oh my goodness. That's very funny. All right. I understand things now. Slowly but surely. I'm gonna die learning all of your young people stuff. All right. Do we want to see a little merch or should I just wrap it up and go to bed? The Chinese say this appears a Martian language. Being married to a Greek, NJ, I know some words that are that I didn't know when I came into this relationship, and now I'm aware of them. So I think it's pretty fucking funny. So all right. See, I'm Greek too. You do look like you could be behind any diner in Queens. And why don't you have image tips? I'm waiting for dabble tips. I haven't really done much with the super tips. Probably should, but don't. And I have mixed feelings, so we'll talk about them later. I really don't love revenge porn, for the record. LOL. Stop it. So, wow. All right. All images. The Greeks invented democracy and ESO behavior. I don't think the Greeks invented that. So let's go back here. I don't. All right. I'm trying to. Here's my thing, right? So I was watching a show the other day, or somebody's stream, and I get it. And they've got like every time somebody sends in like a $5 super chat or like a tip or something like that, they've got like the show slows down and then there's this whole like, thank you for the $5, not Victoria, you're whatever. And I'm just like, it I don't know. It kills me. That's an issue for me. Like I don't know how you integrate. Um, I don't know how you integrate that stuff in there. And I kind of like talking to the chat. And I know people call it the free chat, but I wouldn't be able to do shit like this where I've got absolutely nothing prepared if I wasn't talking to you guys. And according to Carl, uh, talking to the chat is the lowest form of podcasting. So maybe I am the worst show in the Dabbleverse. And there you go. Ice Dancer, I love integrating stuff. We've heard, my dear, we've heard. Piggy Jones, I heard the Greeks are masters at not paying taxes. Maybe not in the, maybe not. The Aussie guys, somebody stream. We know who you're talking about, Schmuel. Good for you. I'm happy. And so it is looking like I will be out of Queens, New York on the 1st of October. So there we go. Because I have to stay for a while. Carl clearly doesn't know what makes a good show. It depends upon what your motivation is, right? Like, look, Carl's got to he's got to make a living. He's got to do it. So he's got a different motivation than a lot of people. I kind of like, I don't get really that, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like, there are only a few people in our little universe, to not say the dab, that get me like viscerally angry. But I'm not also like, I don't know. I don't really want to trash people that don't deserve it. And those guys seem to enjoy it. And I don't know. Like there's a part of me that's always going to feel sad for like a Richard Leland Neal, you know? And I don't know. Maybe it's just my upbringing. You know, maybe I'm just old and that's the deal. All right. Eh, it's a living. So yeah, there are I got a lot of the would get a lot of the old country Greek stories, and I will tell you that almost every Greek I know has the what the hell is that thing? The fire stick, the one that John had, you know, the jailbroken one, and they're watching like basketball games from, you know, Kurdistan or whatever the fuck it is, and it's real. It's very funny to me. The one thing I will say that it does seem to me that there are a lot of like heavy gamblers, like compulsive gamblers in that universe. I think that comes with, it's different, it's changing, but it comes with having with these guys that work in cash jobs. Chuck Lee 77, I'm comforted you'll be in a nursing home soon. Thank you, Chuck Lee. It's a lot nicer than Liam, who told me that he'd prayed to Jesus that I would have died during my procedure. Be Nice 66, Husey's a less entertaining Karmic X at this point with his AI slop. I like Husey. All right. And NJ Ranger, you're gonna have to like provide translations because it's really not fair. Jailbroken Firestick sounds like a redhead that served time. Not bad, Tommy. Not bad. You picking up a pen? I got it. Stealth gave me my new nickname. Just call me Pigtoria. Jesus Christ. Stealth doesn't really have like, what do you call it? I don't really feel like Stealth has the ability to call anybody anything. But I gotta give, listen, I have to give the guy credit. I really do. Because he's like 70, I think he said. And he's sending playlists to young women and like, if you need anything, you can always call me. And he's trying to get involved in their lives and stuff. And it's just, I just like to make everybody playlists. I mean, come on, get the fuck out of here. We're not stupid. And all right, let's just see here. Hi, Schmuel. I hope you are well, Schmuel, but close enough to Fender. I like Tug Simp quite a bit. But yeah, I was listening to. I'm wondering what this noise is over here. My headset is going. I was watching NJ last night, and just the stealth stuff. It's there's an appeal to watching him try to worm his way out of stuff. But he's another one of these guys, like, he's desperate to be respected, and I just kind of think that that's pretty funny. Because he thinks he's getting he I don't know, he really thinks he's earning it, right? Like that he's winning people's respect. It's very, very weird. All right. And AB, I know you like stealth. I don't dislike stealth. I just think as a character, it's funny. You know, it's also manic to me, like that he'll go away for 5-6 months and then he'll come back and he'll come back with a vengeance. And he's here for 3 or 4 weeks and then he's gone again. But the thing what really made me laugh about stealth more than anything else was the night he was on Clowntown and Annabelle came on, and Annabelle was talking shit to him, and he was still trying to like hit on her, even though he was like saying I wasn't. And it's a fascinating interaction. So yes, he's manic but hilarious. Yeah, yes. But it's perfect because I think if he were around every day, it wouldn't be. But this sort of in and out. When I man, maybe he's playing all of us. So just to be a dick, I'm gonna snipe stream for a minute and let's just see if we can do this. I think. Oh, that is him. Let's just say. Stealth is just a Rico Suave Casanova. It's not manic. He's a playboy in his own mind. Husey holding Lemmy back like Quad was for years. Karmic X could boost Lemmy to MLC and beyond. MLC is not really the place that you think it is. Number one. And number two, Lemmy and Husey are doing great. Their show pulls nice numbers. They do very well. And Karmic doesn't deserve her. So, and you deleted my I don't delete any comment. So, sorry. No comments have been deleted.
Guy that played E.B. Farnham. That guy had to memorize a lot of wild shit, and he nailed his role. William Sanderson was his name. He had some fucking banger lines.
All I need is some crackers and a can of Coke, and then this would really be working.
Not the movie. Yo. I don't know if there's a curse or some kind of supernatural force at work, but
supernatural forces
pass a law that states that HBO is no longer allowed to make movies based on its TV shows. Can we all agree?
It's a take that that's a major take. I don't know about you, Schmuel, but I've never been watching a show and thinking it wasn't good, and then saw they had good numbers, then changed my mind. No, I'm not. You're missing nuance, my friend. Nuance. It depends upon the goal of the creator, and of course, good is in the eye of the beholder, right? Um, Chris Mack, knock yourself out. Chris Mack, I might start smoking cigarettes again. Um, I would love crackers, says Premium 2681. All right. Um, Buck, you are not allowed to number hawk Tojo. I don't even know what the fuck number hawking means. And I'm a little too tired to care at this point. All right. Unless you people have somebody you want me to talk about, I am going to say good night and move on to other things. I have a sleep study I have to do tonight. And it's amazing that they just fucking FedEx it to you and it's disposable. And boom, I was blown away. Play Hey Toe, you cowards. I don't know who Toe is. Talk a little bit about Bacon. I don't really know, I don't really know a lot about Bacon. I mean, he was like nice, and then I saw he was having a beef with malware, but I don't know what that was about. And I actually thought about I was going to ask him tonight when I found out KB couldn't come on, but I realized that he was everywhere, right? Like he was on Husey today, and he was on BYB last night, and that stuff. And I'm like, why bother, right? He's been around too much. Bacon wants the pineapple dead. I have no idea what the what that argument is about. But define the Dabbleverse. That's for another time. MGD put out that I have a Schmuel list. So we started that last year. I actually just did the categories. I didn't get a chance today. I thought it might be fun tonight to pull up Deng's old the Dabbleverse rating that Deng did last year, and then do something with that. But I'm gonna probably do that on Saturday. Tug Simp, I like Bacon Bits. I like the guy too. He was very nice. I had him on, and Levy was on too, and he was like very appreciative to be on with Levy and whatnot. So there we go. What are your thoughts on malware shtick? I don't know that it's look. I don't know enough about the guy to know to know what's a shtick or not. But I do know that people that have met him say he's the real deal. So, and I kind of like the guy. So, you know, I don't know that like. It's not somebody to be hanging out with or whatever. But But again, I gotta. How about beef tips? People calls frosted tips. Yeah, I don't know any of those. All right. Maybe I should stay at 222. It looks pretty based. I don't know, man. I weigh like 170 and I'm 5'8", and they telling me that I need to lose weight. All right. Sometimes you're losing me. It's amazing how much Eccles' head resembles an actual pineapple. Maybe that's why he picked a pineapple of all the fruits that he could pick. Did you see Eccles' sweet corn roast, Schmuel? Oh yeah, I saw them in Vegas, and he's got a little I don't know, I was calling it like a rat tail on the back of his head, and then I said he had beads on it, and then that started a whole beef. So Doomspayer, people are wondering what even the Dabbleverse is. So Doomspayer, you've been in a bad mood lately, right? You're kind of pissed off at everybody, and I get that, I understand that, but I don't know who. See, I don't know who the people are anymore. That's my question. So, are the people that are in the Spurtopia Discord, is that them? Or is it the people in that group chat on Twitter? Is it them? Is it uh the chatters like in general? I mean, I don't know anymore. I'm very confused. And like the the it's like supposed to be a joke on all of us, you know? I don't know. And I'm just laughing because I think the people who think they're trolling other people are being trolled themselves. And um it's a very confusing time. And who are these people? Uh, And but the other this is the part that I find interesting. It's like uh why there's a lot of lack like on my part, but it's just because of my circumstance. There's a lot of me like not caring, you know? Like um whether somebody likes me or dislikes me, I, it is what it is, right? Like I'm not going to be I'm certainly not going to get upset about it. I'm not going to worry about it. Schmuel, if you had to kiss 1993 Halle Berry or Pat Dixon from any year, who would you choose? Well, um, I'd probably take 2026 Halle Berry, I think. I'll leave Pat for you because that seems to be more uppy your alley. But great question there, Biggie. All right. I just ask questions. That's the old, you know. I mean, didn't the Mossad kill Charlie Kirk? I'm just asking, just asking. Um, never complain, never explain. Complaining's okay. I don't think you need to uh react. I don't think I need to explain anything. Um, AB wants us to head back into foreskin talk. Sarah refused to come on if I talked about squirting, which I thought was hilarious. Um, and let me just drop down here. Uh, da 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 da. Unban Josh Denny fan, yes. See, now I got to go back and see Josh's chat. You're killing me here. There's nowhere near enough bullying going on in town. But Josh and Doom, I get what you're saying, but I don't know that there's enough. I don't know. It the it's the deal is it's the people that are bullying are like I don't know. I don't think they got the bullyability as they once did. I just don't I don't know, right? And since NJ and Flimsy started streaming, the intelligence level has like upped, or the class level has upped. So then what happens is you have to become a better bullier. You know, you can't just be like your typical bully stuff. So there we go. All right, there is no show. Squirting isn't real, and I'll die on that grave. Have you ever been squirted on? Unless you've been squirted on, then you can't judge. I'm telling you, it doesn't. It's got a different viscosity than pee. I'm telling you. Um, there we go. We don't need a class level. We need violent gatekeeping. My gatekeeping story of the week is one, I'm not a fan of gatekeeping. I think that anybody should be able to do this, and then the fucking market will decide. You know what I mean? Like you'll either get viewers or you won't, and you can just do it. But having said that, I will be, and I hate that word. Having said that, the I thought was so interesting was I was talking to somebody in the Dabbleverse the other day, and somebody gets really what do you call it? What's the not a better bully, a better class of bully. That was what I was trying to say. Thank you. And anyway, this guy was like, we need more gatekeepers. It's like, hey, I know you don't like gatekeeping, but we need more gatekeepers. And I'm like, the first thought that popped in my head was, if there were, you would have been the first one that was gatekept. So I don't know. I was a little confused. I didn't think he was referring to himself, but I feel like it would have been like it kind of I don't know. It was just kind of weird. But Melton is the king of bullying and hilarious. See, I guess the thing about bullying is you have to pick your targets, right? And so that's what he's doing. And hit the like button. We haven't really gotten any super chats. The least you could do for me is hit the like button. But if you pick your targets, then bullying is easy, right? Like, nobody gets points for bullying Joey because it's just easy to do. Now, if you try to bully, I don't know, Carl, somebody like that, like, that would be interesting to me. But I don't see it. That's the part of the bullying that I guess that I don't like, is that oftentimes it's easy targets. And so we just, and this is just like, again, I use Joey or Granny. I mean, they're easy. And not that I'm not saying that I don't do it. I'm just saying that those are the guys that are easier to do. And so that's why people do it. It's like, if you want to bully, like, try to bully your Jesus Christ, your intellectual equal, and instead of like a retard, because it's more fun than it goes back and forth. Hey, who's giving Ice a hard time? It's sad to hear that you don't watch my show anymore. It's not like on purpose. I just haven't gotten up. I did actually. Wait, no. You were on. I did see the clip of your show with Keanu, talking about Keanu. So, the bullying needs a little more bounce to the crunch. Yeah, I think so. We like Ice. So, but amen, Victoria. All right, let's just see here. Doom, it's time for the big rat outside the store. Maybe. Right? No one who thinks there are a good show. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't think the English is really that great there. No one who thinks there are good Dabbleverse shows and bad Dabbleverse shows knows what's going on. But there's shows you're gonna like and shows you're not gonna like, right? I mean, it's human nature. That's it. Wait. If you whine about bullying, maybe you should be bullied. I don't know. Possible. Somebody, who's this? Roy Cohn Esquire, $1.99. Stop begging. Who's begging? Am I begging? Oh, because I said there were no super chats. Begging. Just hit the fucking like button. That was all I asked. Luke goodbye. I'm the only real player around here. I don't know. What do we think? Do we think that a lot of people who think they're players aren't players? and some of the people who don't think they are. Um, and I definitely think that there are people that uh, think they have more pull and more weight than they really do. But uh, I don't really think it's bullying. It's more calling people out on their shit. It's a good question. What do you call it? But I don't know. I don't know. Uh, who's a mover in the dab? Um, I don't know. That actually is a good. I don't. I don't. I don't know. If I think of it in a few minutes, it's not a question that's come up in my mind. Stand-up comedy should be illegal. Nothing should be illegal. Come on, if you don't want to go, you don't want to go. Um, sometimes the smallest moves make the biggest waves. I let the moves flow through me. Um, what's a mover? Good question, Roy. Um, uh, oh, Stevie. I am. Speaking of people who uh, think they're outside, Doom decides all. I don't know. I've been watching Doom lately. Get a little pissed off, so I'm wondering. I'm wondering. So, but the calling out. It's funny though, Doom, because today is the first day that I've watched. What the hell is it called? Dabbleverse Live, and it was first time. I didn't watch the whole thing. Blah blah. So a significant part of it. Um, but it was interesting that it was the first time in a while that I remembered that they actually focused on stuff in the Dabbleverse. Um, I did do steel toe stuff, but maybe it's because of what the news was with Chad, and that stuff. And I know that uh, Landon and the thing with me and the worst show came up, but I wasn't that part. I didn't get to. Tommy Jordan, $2. You should do a 50-tier DV show to put people in place. I don't even know what a fucking 50-tier DV show is. Now make a list. That'll annoy the shit out of people. Who's this? NJ Ranger, Diddleverse, live. Like, am I right, fellas? It's fine. I made Darius something on MLC. Oh, please. Please. Stevie, Kevin makes. I'm sorry, man, but Kevin's the chef over there. You know, if anything, you might have helped carry the food to the table, but that's about it. Sadly, they didn't address Carl making up shit about me. I wasn't aware Carl had made shit up about you. Carl does though make a lot of assumptions about people, and then he rides with them as if they're fact. So there's that. And da, 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 da. All right. Make a list. Make a list. Now I'm gonna pull the. I have a. I think I have Dang's list from last year on a spreadsheet, and I'll pull out all that Joe Rogan stuff and those guys that were on there. Tommy Jordan for $2. If I don't land top 20, kiss your bike goodbye forever. My Apple AirTag that is in that bike scooter that was stolen is still is dying, but I still know where it is. Let's just see here. We did read that one. Somebody put something up here. Oh, Siggy Jones, Piggy Jones. Liam still says you talk about him all the time. I know it comes up a lot, but look, Liam needs somebody to talk about him, so or to think that somebody's talking about him. First to turn, then curse. Can you guess what's next, Buckman? I have no idea. Why do you talk with such confidence about things you have no connection to, like MLC? It's bizarre. Do you own a mirror? Do you? Do you own a mirror? Da, 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 da. Eternal suffering is next. Not for me. This is how MLC works, says the guy who never watches it and was last off the 5 minutes he was on. Laughed off. I was laughed off. Yes, that's what happened. And I didn't get a DM from you when I turned down the link a couple of weeks ago telling me how I was blowing it by not going on. Fuck yourself, Stevie. You really think that you're like, whatever. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard for me to it's very hard for me to understand you, Stevie. Buckman stinks, but Stevie is 100 times the irredeemable talentless. I got that. You made an ass of yourself by not taking a link and sucking Kevin's dick like you do. Okay, you were asked to be on and you chicken shit it out. I didn't chicken shit out. I've been on before. Kevin threw me off. Boom. What am I going to do? Right? Please. Please. Not everybody needs, it's like, I don't know. How do I explain it to you, my friend? I don't need like Kevin liking me or wanting me on a show or being on Kevin's show is not a win to me. Right? I watch his show when I watch it, and everybody that's one of his co-hosts is just degrading themselves. They're the monkey dancing at the circus for Kevin's tidbits. So, I mean, it's fine, man. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying not for me. So, there we go. Oh, so keep talking shit here like a fucking chicken shit. Oh, we weren't talking about it, Stevie, till you came in and started talking about it. So, once again, you going someplace to defend MLC like the little vapid piece of shit that you are, right? I can't help you, dude. I really can't help you. And nobody gives a fuck about Kevin. He's not funny anymore. He's just a nasty, bitter old man. He would do it. Oh, Doomspay, I got no desire to squash it. None. And what's Stevie gonna do? Come on and yell and say that he got paid 50,000 when it was really 14,000, and then blee 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 blee. So there we go. Yeah. We're not squashing it now. We'll squash it up on my time, not his. So I'm happy to schedule him, but again, because I am not a monkey, so I am not going to dance to anybody else's tune. Growing bald spot. I mean, the man is bald, and but there you go. Get Ray on the horn. I've been avoiding his phone calls, so I can't really call him. All right, I am gonna rock and roll out of here. You're a coward, and this is another excuse. No, you think you're somebody, and you think you can get me reacting to you, right? I know you want to come on and you want to argue with me. Who wins? Blitzkey and Josh Denny fan. Schmuel, you're giving Stevie the level of attention you should be giving Frank. If Stevie were on there on MLC, No, I'm kidding. Frank is not delusional. Big difference between the two. So yeah, Stevie running Schmuel off his own show. He's welcome to stay. Boxing, yeah. Hey, look, he could take me out. Let's just see what this guy says here. Host see another guy that's been on screens in the chat and they think they should get priority when a franker decline are orders of magnitude more interesting and valuable. Sure, man. Sure. Schmuel turning for, oh, definitely. That's what I'm doing here. No. It's more fun for me to not have Stevie on than to have Stevie on. Yes, and Schmuel can't run with the worn out ankles. Actually, my ankles are probably one of the only things on my body that work well. And I'll tell you what, let's send I can send Tommy Jordan the link and Stevie the link, and then I can go to bed. And then those guys can go at it. But it's what can I tell you? Stevie talks a lot of shit. He's all around, and it's just like it's everything he does. Like anybody, anywhere, it's like says anything negative about Kevin. Stevie's there to defend him as if Kevin needs that. So Frank, they love you, man. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Let's just see. All right. What happened at Decline? Did he really get let Rochi moderate? Why would I? One decline equals 10 francs? Probably. Decline was one of the people that really helped me out in the beginning. Like I wouldn't still be here if it wasn't for him. So all right, let's I can't I don't know who's saying what here. And am I like in this nah, do I want to go there? Look, I think Rochi's great. And stuff. He was a lot of fun to hang out with and whatnot, but I'm not sure that he's the guy I would be taking advice from. So, but anyway, and another one of these people to be pissed off at me. And everyone in your chat is drunk or high as balls, Schmuel. Yeah. I think Rochi's great, Stevie. Jesus fucking Christ, I can't. Poor Stevie. Little tough. Schmuel was around the compound in the early days, but has almost no knowledge of any of the lore because it's not really worth it. Like I had other stuff to do, man. Life to live. So you got it. Stevie got publicly cucked. LOL. It's weird because like I enjoyed. We used to have Stevie on. I used to enjoy having him on. But when he went full KB, I don't know, hand of the KB, I guess to use a thing. I kind of like. I just lost it. That whole $50,000 thing, where he owned us all with it, and then we found out it was like way less, like way less. It was just kind of embarrassing. So I moved on. I love Flutzy. Flutzy was yes. Flutzy was great. I saw Flutzy in, I think it was last year. I saw her in a TJ Maxx commercial, and she looked great. And Ben, hey, guys, take it easy. Stevie's wife is going to let him move back in any day now. Now they've been dating for a year, and it's going really well. The Tommy Jordan, I'd be sober too. All right, I think I'm done. Mickey, I only get high on clout. Nobody really has clout. Or that's, I think where I was going is I think that there are people that think they have clout that don't have clout. And they like to throw it around, which is interesting. And the people that have clout don't talk about it. Like they don't, I don't know how to explain it. I do know how to explain it. You got somebody like Doom's pair, right? Doom is about respect and people admire their work and they do really good. So there we go. You really want to turn this personal. Stevie, I don't want to do this at all, but you insist on coming in here. And I don't know why you're such an attention seeking whore, but like, can we move, please? I won't put up any chats about your wife. I didn't read it before I put it up. All right. So let me just, God, what a fucking child. I mean, seriously, you come in, you start, right, with the chat with me, whatever. Then people come back at you, and then all of a sudden it's personal, right? I can't help you, dude. There's something fucking off in your head. Maybe it's like too much weed or something. Maybe try not smoking something for a few days. And so, there we go. Frank, if it's his ex-wife, I'm going to put that. Stevie Lou, Schmuel doesn't mean harm. He's just protective of Melton and Pat Dixon. Very. I don't know what they would do without me. You don't understand why that's not cool. It was the first one. It was the one. Whatever. Dude, do you understand that coming in and trying to be a shit stirrer doesn't always go your way? Like, you're going to get some of this shit on you, right? So, I didn't bring up your wife, and they didn't. So, I can't. I can't. It's Stevie. It's pathetic behavior. You're better than this. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. I know you want to be a thing. You want to be respected. You want people to take you seriously, right? It's not working, man. Let me just put it to you that way. All right. All right, kids. It's been enough. We did 2 hours and 4 minutes, which is 2 hours and 4 minutes more than I should have done tonight. So it's been a blast. I will probably pop this one. Me talking shit to you has nothing to do with my wife, you dipshit. I didn't bring up your wife, dipshit, right? We've been bringing up Josh Denny fans chats all fucking night long. I didn't read them before I put them up. I put it up, right? And if it's your Streisand effect, whatever, man, you're Streisanding the fuck out of this. You would have just let it go. It would have gone away. But no, I can't do that. My God. Again. Jesus Christ. All right. Anybody? I'm gonna go. Oh my God. Stevie, get a fucking grip. All right. Apparently, yes, Frank's other handle. Wait, numero uno doesn't like Stevie. So apparently not. Numero uno is one of our OGs. We pull up his shit. I don't usually read it beforehand, and I read it online. I read it on there. I'm sorry if it offended you. All right. But you start playing tough guy and you know how these guys are going to respond, and then you get all hurt. So maybe not, like, you don't have to come here, right? You're not going to own me. I don't really care about Kevin. He's great. I'm happy that he makes a ton of money. It's go forth. I like what do you call it? Despite his best efforts, I like Stevie. I try to like Stevie. But he makes it very hard. Very hard. And he didn't anything tough guy like. And so Schmuel is just very stoned and confused. I don't know, man. It's a little weird, right? When your entire identity revolves around your love of Kevin Brennan and marijuana. I guess I was expecting too much. But with that said, you brought up the chat. I think I will rock and roll out of here. Premium 2681. Stevie seems unhinged. I hope he finds help. Yeah, who knows? Only major pothead that gets more angry when he's high. It's very funny. It's funny. Doesn't Stevie move furniture for a living? There's nothing wrong with that. It's honest labor. It's all good. The Ray DeVito classic, I wish them well. I wish them well. I want them to do well. Yeah. What we got? And in fact, you could ignore this whole fake outrage from Stevie. He's just trying to drum up a storyline. I could, but I have to admit I enjoy it. So there's that. And but it's not I don't think it's a fake storyline with Stevie. I think that may be why I enjoy it, because I don't think it's fake. I think he really believes this shit. And I think he's really, really into this. It's like, was talking to Rocco one time about Ron and Fez, and he got all pissed off because he was like, we were talking about his life, and he was there, and wasn't getting the respect that it deserved, or he deserved, or something like. And it was just like, it was just insane. So it's like, I feel like, what do you call it? What's the word I'm over? It's like, your being there is great. You got to observe it, but it's like me being at the '86 World Series. I wasn't part of the team. So there we go. Very funny. Stevie is so mad he's gonna post the "she was hot when she was a kid" clip again. Yeah, we're on with that. And then he'll grab Penny and then they'll go do it together on a stream. And then I'll accidentally get an Aussie clip and cover it as if it was not a clip. Rocco stole half of Ron and Fez clips. Well, they're not using them anymore. So there you go. But Ron and Fez is an old Ron and Fez. Rocco's an old school Ron and Fez guy. It's fun talking to him. And I am out of here, kids. It's been a blast. And Aussie guy, be safe. Don't mix water with electricity. And the rest of you cats, fun, fun, fun.